We back, we back, we back. So we got Dirk ball hand today. Let's see what happens. Niggas gonna be fucked up. Dirk make it out that bitch. I'd be surprised though. They ain't trying. They ain't trying to get no black man no bond, man. Hit that like button. Yeah, they ain't trying to get no black man no bond. So YNW Melly case got postponed to 2026. His mother saying they ain't giving her no information. Hold up, y'all. Let me detach from Bluetooth. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Back. Yo, 1090 Jake, y'all crossed the line, man. He probably gonna turn into an Amazon shit. Yeah, man. That's the thing, yo. Them niggas, they be putting themselves in the corner. Now they can't come out. Niggas stuck. Niggas stuck doing Amazon shopping for the rest of their life. Cause they did so much bullshit. They did so much bullshit online, they can't even come outside no more. Nigga probably in a hole in Boston some motherfucking way. What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, Major? Got Diddy trial going on. They trying to impeach Mia. I told her they did her real dirty on the stand. Oh, that bitch lying and shit. Like she ain't love Diddy. If I already grabbed my computer. I don't know how much time I got though. Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you do. Yeah, hell yeah. Anyone, what's up? Sharon, what it is, baby? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had to get my shit right, man. I've been slacking. This I'm an alcoholic. G. I already grabbed my computer. I got my computer in the car. Hold up. What's up, Tiny? Man, make sure y'all subscribe if y'all new, man. King Von Gang, what it is. Hold up. Show y'all what the fuck been going on. The motherfucking, the defense having a field day with Mia. They try to keep on the stand for the remainder of the trial. I don't smoke weed, bro. Hold up. My forehead bigger than your future, yo. That what the fuck that say about your future, man? That's a hell of a statement to make. Must don't got too much must ain't got too much hope for the future. You know what I mean? OC pimpin'. Well, let me see if I'm connected to the internet. Yeah, I'm connected. Man, buy XRP, man. Proud to be a simp. That's what proud to be a simp said. Hey, what the fuck? Hold up, bro. Alright, I know we good. Yeah, grind don't stop. Yeah, shit, I ain't doing shit for real. Slow it. They told me it was busy today. I've been sitting here since 12 o'clock. I said, man, I might as well go live. Y'all know how it is. My eyes are cool. I take my eyes just like anybody else's eyes. Hold on. So wind up, you Melly mother. Y'all see? You better see once I click it. She upset, yo, because the defense team is not reaching out to her. Not giving her no information.
So the thing is, I'm a little emotional because I just found out when all of you just found out about his trial being delayed to 2026, I guess. I've been working. So I work at night, I sleep during the day. And then I'm dealing with my
Yeah, I see. They ain't trying to let him out.
Stuff.
They doing a real W Melly like motherfucking Larry Hoover. Like it's crazy, yo. Floyd, I don't know how they getting away with this shit. I'm willing to bet, yo, if he get found guilty, yo, the appeals court gonna overturn this. Cause they had to broke some laws. The man at this point, by the time he go to trial, he gonna be locked up for 7 years. Like, yo, that is unheard of in the United States of America.
Literally, I haven't been on my phone for real. I just seen this now, and I've been trying to call his lawyers and get an update and see what's going on. But the thing is, attorney is not talking to me. So the thing is, because I told her she dropped the ball and messed up the bond hearing, and I guess because of that, they are not communicating with me. So I don't know what's going on in his case. And Jamil still has no phone calls, and he has no communication whatsoever. And I'm sure he doesn't know that I don't know what decisions they're making and things that they're doing. And at this point,
yeah, it's something ain't right going on, man.
I don't know. Because I told her she dropped the ball.
I don't even know what the fuck happened with the bail hearing. Last I heard, think he got bond on 1 count. And that was it. Like, he supposed to have another court date. I don't even know what the fuck happened. Hey, yo, did y'all see DJ U press 600 Memo? This might be the only time ever in life I agree with DJ U. Y'all can't see? What the fuck happened? This might be the only time in life I ever agree with DJ U, y'all. He spot on with this shit. Like Memo is going around dissing Dirk. But Dirk the one put him on.
Your name is cause of smirk. That's the only way I know Memo. So for you to be dissing folks, that's crazy, bro. How's you coming with that?
You heard steppers before?
Oh, you be with the steppers, huh?
You heard that before?
They wet shit.
Look, you
They
heard
wet
that?
shit.
Okay, you done?
You
You
so
done?
you be with the steppers, huh?
Listen, you done? It's time to clap you.
Get down.
Listen, you heard steppers before I was signing OTM.
No, nigga, I heard steppers after you was kicking them with talking about.
Gang.
No, I didn't. No.
You done.
No, and I'm a DJ. Fuck is you talking about? And I was buying DJ.
Listen,
fuck is you talking about? No,
you
trying to make a point. And I'm tired of letting niggas like you slide, bro. I be letting y'all niggas slide, bro.
What that mean, niggas like you?
Niggas like you that just be talking, bro, and that don't be woken, bro.
Fuck that shit keep going out
Talking
like
about
that.
how you go diss folks and he the one that put you in the game, bro. That shit ain't real, bro. I don't give a on God, that ain't real. You know that shit ain't real.
Alright, you done?
On God, Mimo, you know that shit real, bro.
I'm finna let you get all your rocks.
Nah, bro, because you be showing off for the internet. And I'm waiting on you to make that shit make sense. Make it make sense, bro.
You done?
Come on, gang.
Is you done?
Make it make sense, bro. How you
done?
go get on the internet and this folks while he in jail, though?
That mean you ain't done.
Come on. The reason they know your name is because of smart. That's the only way I know Mimo 600 name, so for you to be dissing.
I agree. That is flaws a motherfucker. Like, even if y'all fall out, especially right now while the man down. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, yo, we just live in a different time. But that might be the first and last time I ever agree with DJ U. You feel me? Mimo out of line for that. Man. Regardless of whatever the fallout is about, yo, you can't be on that bitch dissing that man, yo, when that man gave you an opportunity. That's why niggas don't like giving niggas opportunities for that particular purpose. You give a motherfucker opportunity, act like you ain't did shit for him. Now y'all this bitch dissing y'all. That's crazy as shit. Now Dirk bond hearing is coming up. It is today. I don't see what the fuck happened for real. I don't know, y'all. Might gotta take that to the United Nations. As United Nations, what country you should go to? Size? I don't know, yo. We ain't science majors over here, man. What the fuck? Y'all trolls be tripping. What else going on? Amber Rose and Ray J did an interview together. I ain't watching. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. Amber Rose supports Ray J as he continues with sexual allegations on Suge Knight.
In today's world, Suge was calling me gay. Tammy and Puffy were lovers. Wow.
That's not true.
But that's how low you want to go.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Suge,
now, don't get me wrong, I do love Puffy.
Yeah.
But being lover Suge, when you know you've been loving everybody in the pen, that's not okay, bro.
Do you think Suge is like really fucking guys in prison?
Of course.
Do you think he's getting?
No, honestly, I don't think Suge's getting fucked.
Joe said, of
But
course.
he's not doing it.
I think Suge been fucking niggas in jail and out of jail. So
Diddy with him?
not only just, but not only that, he's been taking niggas.
Like raping him?
I guess, yeah. I mean,
Oh, can we say that on here?
I don't want to say that because I don't want. That's where it gets criminal. But I know who's been taken. He's been
Taking it.
taking
Okay.
niggas' asses.
Wow.
That's the only. When I say asses being taken, that's the only person that came to mind when I was saying that to the Hindu's. I just didn't say it was him.
Yo, Ray J sound crazy, yo. Like, yo, what the fuck type of nigga is that? Like, if how you gonna say that man was taking ass, but that was your guy though? Like, yo, shit getting weird, man. Like, yo, niggas is getting weird and weird about the fucking days, man. Niggas will hang with somebody and then fall out with them and then just go on a whole slander campaign against them. But where was this animosity when y'all was rocking together? You know what I mean? Y'all was rocking together for however many years. Now all of a sudden he been taking ass and doing all this weird shit, but you knew about it. And you embraced it. So what the fuck that make you? Yeah, right? Like, yo, these guys is crazy, yo. I just chalk it up to, yo, we living in some wild times, man. We living in times that I don't think anybody could have foreseen 15 years ago. You hear me? Man, that shit ain't funny, man. I mean, it's funny, but it ain't at the same time. It's disgusting, too. For them to been, however long they been together, cool for however many years, and you start saying shit like this, and now you talking about you seen this, and he was doing that, but you embraced him. You know what I mean? I'm not hanging with y'all. I find out any one of my friends is moving in that way, yo, we ain't friends no more, bro. I can't co-sign that. You know what I mean? I can't call you my bad and you out this bitch doing shit that Ray J said Suge Knight was doing, man. Fuck no. What the fuck that make me? That make me flaw. Man, nobody did nothing to Meek, man. He crazy as motherfucker. We can't go for that, man. We can't go for that. Everybody do nothing to Meek. There no truth to that. So 800 TJ. Yo, these got to be the dumbest niggas in the world. Look at these. Look at these. Little Tree, man, where you been at, nigga? I ain't seen you in the ass in a minute. Look at this nigga. He got to be the dumbest nigga I ever seen in my life. G Kane is affiliate charged with murder of 800 TJ after police found incriminating Instagram videos. So y'all remember this 800 TJ shit if y'all don't. 800 TJ was from out Chicago. He was murdered, I think, on the expressway somewhere. But the rumor around his death was he stole a strap from y'all. So after he steals a strap from dude gets online and tell the world that 800 TJ is gonna be dead in 24 hours. Matter of fact, they gave him a name, Mr. 24 Hours. It's crazy. Yo, they gave him a name, Mr. 24 Hours. So I guess it's Mr. 6 months when it came down to getting arrested. Because now he gotta face that shit. But look at this. Let me read this. Can y'all see that? So it says 2 men have been charged in connection with a fatal expressway shooting, including one who was on pretrial release. Prosecutors said police identified the gunman through Instagram videos he posted about the murder within minutes of the shooting. Tajon Bush, 22, was shot and killed as he rode in the backseat of a car on the inbound down expressway near 75th Street around 4:58 p.m. on July 11, 2024. Investigators learned the gunman fired a rifle from a Chrysler 300, which was identified and subsequently recovered outside the home of 30-year-old Demetrius. Yo did it in his own car. Shields was driving the Chrysler at the time of the shooting. Prosecutors said, citing video evidence, he was on pretrial release for a burglary case at the time of the murder. Tyler Perkins, 25, is accused of being the gunman who killed Bush. Illinois State Police investigators allegedly found Instagram videos showing him holding a Draco-style assault rifle inside a Chrysler 300 with Shields less than 10 minutes after the shooting. The gun uses ammunition identical to the kind found at the shooting scene. Investigators also found an Instagram reel in which Perkins said the shooting was retaliation because Bush and another man in Bush's car stole a gun from him the night before. Like, yo, these niggas is fucking stupid as hell, man. What the fuck? Where am I at? The night before. According to CPD report, in another video, Perkins allegedly laughed after mentioning that Bush was dead. 3 days after a judge signed the arrest warrant for Perkins, investigators monitoring his Instagram page saw a new video in which he showed off his outfit while standing inside a Houston hotel room. The CPD report said Chicago-based investigators arranged for the FBI task force in Houston to arrest him there. Perkins and Shields are both charged with first-degree murder. Perkins is the 36th person accused of shooting, killing, or trying to kill someone in Chicago last year while on felony pretrial release. The cases involved 52 victims, 15 of whom died. So look at this. Look at the videos, y'all.
Real fool y'all, man, like they fucking snakes, man. Oh, Tay Gravy, we real sharks. Go ask about sharks. We heard shit on Tay Gravy. I told y'all 24 hours. Call him, ask him what happened. What's wrong with him? Check on that man.
I don't think none of them bloodhound don't think none of them bloodhounds gonna last. To be honest, I don't think none of them gonna last. This the
Man, on Tay Gray. Fuck. Real fool y'all, man. Like they fucking snakes, man. On Tay Gray, we real sharks.
that nigga walk. That nigga's holding.
Don't ask about sharks.
That nigga's holding the murder weapon.
I told y'all 24 hours.
Yo went live holding the murder weapon, y'all.
Hey, y'all know I got my fucking gun back. What the fuck? Y'all know I got my gun back on Snake. They're my homies. What the fuck, Snake? They gave me my stuff back, Snake. I'm my homie, Snake. Boom! We can get through this bitch. Boom! Boom! What's that on, Snake? Snake. I don't want to put it in my hand. Phone them get blue. They get the blue. Phone them get blue. They like they'll get the door that back up.
I wonder if he's still laughing.
Snake.
See, yo, it's all. It's. I always tell you, it's all fun and games until you get caught. What's up, Benji? He out this bitch having a time. I wonder now, do he still got that same energy? Like, yo, this young generation, I don't know what happened to him. I know Clout played a major role in it, yo, but this is just pure stupidity.
800. Big 800 shit. Big 800 shit. Big 800 shit, nigga. Big 800 shit. Big 800. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, see, y'all know I got my fucking gun back.
Yo, but the crazy thing about it, bro, they don't even want to go to jail. They think they want to go to jail, but then they go. Now check him out. Look how happy he was. Let's check him out now.
Perkins, you're wanted out of the state of Illinois for first-degree murder. Are you waiving formal extradition?
You go home? I'm going to go back to Chicago.
Yeah. Okay. Guys, I wish you both the best of luck.
I need signatures on.
Mr. Perkins, you're wanted out of the state of Illinois for first-degree murder. Are you waiving formal extradition?
He nervous a bit. He twisting his head and shit. Shorty dumb. Niggas be dumb. I thought the object was to not go to jail. Like, these niggas, it's like they embrace that shit. Then you got Cash Out. Remember Cash Out? Cash Out trial set to be getting charged with rape and sex trafficking. Now, this is what sex trafficking was all. This is what we thought sex trafficking was until the feds tried to change the definition. I mean, until they try to change the definition, I thought sex traffickers got paid. I thought sex traffickers was pimps. Like they're alleging that Cash Out was. Cash Out was a pimp. He had girls fucking for money. But now they're trying to change the definition of sex trafficking into something that's more universal. You know, something that they can fit more people under. But I thought this was the definition of sex trafficking all these years.
Rapper Cash Out is expected to begin. His real name is John Gibson. He was indicted in 2023 on several charges, including rape, sex trafficking, and luring women into prostitution.
True, they're going to be sniffing dope soon, bro. Yo, anybody sniffing perks, eventually going to be sniffing dope. I'm trying to tell you, I've seen too many people do it. That's why I said they ain't going to last. They either going to get killed or they're going to be dope fiends real soon.
4 others also charged in this case. They're accused of forming Pyrez Music Group LLC, but then using the company to recruit and entice women to engage in commercial sex activity.
Nah.
Atlanta-based rapper Cash Out is expected.
It ain't the same. It ain't the same because whatever fentanyl they putting in them pills, it ain't like the fentanyl that mother you getting straight Fetty Wap. It's a little different. But you're right, it is the same as far as withdrawal and shit like that. But once they start sniffing real Fetty Wap, not the press shit, but straight Fetty Wap, you're going to see a change in them.
The most troubling aspect of this case is that women have been victimized and brutalized within our community.
From Florida,
by
Open
people who
Eyes?
had a chance to do something else with their lives.
How many of these sex workers have been rescued?
We've rescued 2 so far.
Deputy Fulton County District Attorney Ernell Winfrey says, John Michael Hakeem Gibson is a successful musical artist who performs under the name Cash Out, as seen on YouTube. But she says Cash Out has also been successful in cashing in on his celebritude to lure at least one of his young female victims unwittingly into into a life of prostitution. Was he making cash off young women?
He was making money, indeed.
Ms. Winfrey says Cash Out is the figurehead of an organization at the focus of a 41-count indictment handed down in late March against him and 5 others.
He's a very talented musical performer. Unfortunately, he didn't stay in that business, and he branched off to the business that finds him under indictment.
Ms. Winfrey says Cash Out faces 13 counts, including racketeering, plus trafficking a person for sexual servitude, rape and aggravated sodomy that allegedly occurred in a hotel room on Fulton Industrial Boulevard, keeping a place of prostitution at a home on Alfred Avenue Northwest, both locations shown in evidence photos, and beating a second victim.
The most troubling aspect of this case is that women...
Like, I thought this was sex trafficking. You know, this used to be the definition of sex trafficking. Now they're trying to say Diddy sex trafficked his girlfriends and shit.
Evidence photos, and beating a second victim with a belt.
He's accused, yes, of whipping a young lady who's a sex worker. And this was one of the girls that he had recruited.
A defense document predating the new indictment said, quote, Gibson was allegedly arrested for a rape charge where he did not even have sexual intercourse with the alleged accuser. Concerning one sexual servitude charge, it maintains the alleged accuser has never been in servitude.
He's facing a 25 to life crime.
Ms. Winfrey says one of Cash Out's co-defendants is a John, a prostitution customer, accused of 6 counts, including rape and pointing a gun at the victim. She says another suspect pointed a gun at a second young woman in another incident.
We want parents and family members to be aware, because one thing that we realize is that not just Cash Out, but a lot of people are recruiting young women through social media.
Now, Ms. Winfrey says Gibson, a.k.a. Cash Out, has previously pled not guilty to many of these allegations, but this new indictment adds new charges, including the racketeering. Location shown in evidence photos, and beating a second victim.
Now, his trial will be coming up. But I always thought that was sex trafficking, yo, but come to find out, it wasn't. Yeah, man. I found out it wasn't all these time.
I went to jail.
So niggas try to put wild allegations on Nipsey. And he explained that shit a couple years ago. That's what he said, yo.
You know what I'm saying? I had to push it back. It was gonna come out this summer, my nigga, but I'm gonna push it back to the top of next year.
Do you want to speak on that incident?
I mean, shit, it was a false charge. They charged the nigga with some bogus charges, homie. You know what I'm saying? The spot got raided. It was pictures of us on you know what I'm saying, on a photo camera with a burner, tucking the hood up, with a female that come to find out was an underage female, you know what I'm saying, that had a thong going, that was making, suggested that was in positions that looked like she was doing something, you know what I'm saying, and the bitch just came with some trumped up charges because she ain't want to admit to her mom that she was a flick. You feel me? I'm hood, but a nigga ain't do nothing with the girl, nothing. She was just at a function full of homies that she wasn't supposed to be at. And the pictures got out, and she ain't want to just fess up to her mama that she did school and did work to come hang out with some homies. And that shit turned into a real case for us.
How long you had to sit on the shelf with that shit?
I mean, I beat my case in 2 months. I was in county jail for like damn near 50 days. So I beat my case by my second court day. You feel me?
You know, didn't anybody try to get at you just being a 60 and a famous one at that?
I mean, niggas, they couldn't get too far trying on the set. Like, you know, we did our stuff every time it was brought up, period. Simple as that, you know. You already know in the county jail is 6. I don't got no homies anyway. We don't got no friends in there. So my mentality was, I was expecting that anyway. But, you know, we had a couple of melees, but, you know, I ain't get packed out, I ain't get blasted, so I did all right, you know. I went to jail, homie, so my shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's, so Whack 100 is going around calling Nipsey, saying Nipsey is fuck with underage girls. So, but that's the story of what really happened. That's the story of what really happened. I also wanted to show y'all. Oh, so this is the Atlanta rap I was telling y'all about yesterday. That been talking shit. End up getting beat up and shit.
This bullshit. I got piss in the cup. I just piss in the cup. Nigga, piss. Fuck y'all bitch ass nigga. Fuck this shit, nigga. Fuck this shit, nigga. Fuck y'all nigga.
I can't be Whack still living.
This bullshit. I got piss in the cup. I just piss in the cup.
Now this guy has been clout chasing for the last couple days. And I showed y'all a couple days ago he was on live talking to a nigga. And nigga was warning him about how he was moving. So I still got that video. How many days ago that was? Here you go.
Twin, you straight?
Come on, man.
I want you to drop the tape. I'm a fan, man.
I know. You said long little rule. You asked me on my height.
Nah, I'm saying you ain't asked the blunt, man. That's what I'm asking you straight for. I know you straight all around. You the most
we talking about
you the most dangerous nigga in America. I know you straight, man. Just chill.
Yeah, in America. Thank you. I want you to I need shit like that. I'm thinking about, but I gotta redo everything because I've been trolling about niggas. I did it on purpose. Because I think I never dropped the disses. Like all them disses I did by the week ago, I ain't never dropped that shit. It was
Look, he's sitting there playing with people's names, thinking it's a game. Yo, on the other hand, is playing as well. But he being real at the same time, letting Shorty know he gonna get his ass whipped if he keep playing these dumbass games, internet games he playing. He think it's a game though.
I ain't never dropped nothing on Avenue the game. I'm dropping everything on Avenue about that Gresham and East Side. Oh yeah. Oh bitch, I'm dropping the album. Oh man, I dropped the album. I dropped the album 2 years ago when I said East Side got me fucked up. You came. I been did that.
But hey, you need to drop that shit.
What the fuck?
Cause them boys finna come kill you.
I been letting these niggas know what's going on.
Yeah. You said man boys finna come kill your ass.
Drop that shit. They said them boys on the way.
I'll be dropping 12 cheese. I'm gonna let DB get the dough and DB deserve it. DB deserve it, man. I'm alright. I'm alright right now. I'm gonna drop when I want to drop, nigga. I'm already rich, nigga. I'm gonna get DB already in there. I'm straight.
Yeah, he definitely goofy.
And you riding no Fibbo. You one of the more dangerous. I fuck with you, twin. You ride Fibbo.
Yeah. I'm Wicked West. This is Wicked West. We don't eat side nigga. Don't do no shit like that.
Please drop that.
Yeah, Wicked West, man.
Ain't playing, boy. That nigga.
You want him to freestyle?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. Let me know what's going on.
I need to play a beat. I think I do acapella. Let's see. Lola Marlowe, Lola Bankroll, Lola Marlowe, Lola Bankroll. Wicked West, Wicked West, Wicked West, Wicked West, Wicked West.
Look, here, Clout. He think it's a game. Let me show y'all what happened to him.
Hoes coming to the west. I got the west side pro stopping on the east. Man, what? Yeah, y'all niggas better playing. Oh, y'all niggas do. Y'all niggas do. Watch it. Lola Marlowe, Lola Bankroll, Lola Marlowe, Lola Bankroll, Lola Marlowe, Lola Wicked West. Wicked.
So he been trolling the whole time. So they finally caught up with his motherfucking ass yesterday and beat all the shit out of him.
Long little baby Johnny? You said what, nigga? You said long little baby Johnny? Fuck, baby Johnny. Ain't you K6? You said fuck, baby Johnny. You said fuck, Roo. You said fuck, Lonnie. Fuck, you said fuck, man, get that pole. Man, get that pole. Who got five? I'm finna play long little baby Johnny.
Man, they fucked you up, man. Look, now he's sitting there talking to the police.
Hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? Tell me one more time. Hey, what are we doing? He was talking about the east side, right? Now look at him. Boy, what the fuck, boy? This bad ass.
He lucky they ain't kill
Look at
him.
this man, though. He don't even want to walk out. He don't even want to walk out. What's that? His ass. Hey, what? Hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? Y'all, I gotta get closer for y'all, boy. Y'all can see who this is. Like, check him out, though. Check him out, though. You ain't gotta hold him back, officer. He ain't on that. He ain't on that, officer.
You got blood coming, dripping down his leg.
What you doing with the police, though? Telephone know what happened, man. Y'all say what happened. He need to wait. Ambulance and some water. What you need ambulance and some water for? Man, yo, man, look at you. Look at you, though. Like, damn.
Definitely Dark get a week. I don't know which you was thinking, man. Like the nigga yesterday, like all this happened in the span of 3 days. The nigga the other day tried to warn him, yo. He told him, yo, stop playing with people. Them boys gonna fuck you up. Now I don't know, like he's acting like he's doing this for bankroll, I guess in Marlowe, but he ain't got no backing. You feel me? He ain't got nobody backing this play. It's just him. Like, man, anybody fuck with you, boy, you gonna get somebody killed, man. But he might be alright though, cause niggas don't take. Sometimes I told y'all yesterday, a lot of people slide, yo, just because they don't take them serious. I mean, he might be one of them to slide through the cracks. But he can't keep doing that dissing though. You gotta stop that shit. Yo try to start a beef between the east and the west side of Atlanta. That more than likely he gonna take the sideline. Motherfucker gonna start dying and he gonna skip town. Go with the protection or something. Oh, that was stupid. But that's he was going over 1090 Jake. GD's real quiet. A little strange in the internet era. You thought in the internet era everybody had something to say, but then everybody quiet when it come out of this. I think 1090 Jake fucked up. He should never put that video out. Never put that video out. That's he had some real documented paperwork. Not no news article from the 60s when propaganda machine was on 1,000. What's up, Mo? Propaganda was running on 1,000 in the 60s. You talking about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Civil Rights Movement? Oh my God. You can't trust nothing that was written back then. Not no newspaper. Yeah, he reached, y'all, and he might pay for that. Cause you don't hear nothing. Like, that's the strange thing about it. Like, he put that paperwork out on Larry Hoover, and you don't hear no GDs speaking on it online. You know they talking about it behind closed doors. He tried to slander that man, yo, for no reason other than for a couple of hours. And I think he working with them people. I think he came in the game working with them people. Matter of fact, then he ain't apologized for it. It's another thing them sucker ass niggas do. They do all this fuck shit, and then they don't even want when they get proven wrong, they don't even want to apologize. They want to stand on it. Yeah, I just couldn't see myself being one of those guys that can't go outside. Like I don't want my videos to be so disrespectful to people. So now I can't come outside. Man, fuck yeah, man. That man did 50 years in the joint. Like, why would you play with that man like that? If he was a rat, he could have been out probably. More than likely. He could have pulled a Terrence Williams and just started telling on everybody. That man did 50 years, man. He's still doing it. Like, he ain't even home yet. He's still doing it. 50-something years in the joint, and you gonna play with that man's name, bro? And you an outsider, and you ain't credible either? Let's make it even worse. Man, Byron Blake still exposing him.
Internet sensation 1090 Jake, aka Jacob Cherry, making his appearance on the news will mark the beginning of the end for these alleged sex money murder gang.
Like, you did some shit like this, but you gonna try to come at the Larry Hoover, and you going on the news speaking on jailhouse crimes. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, funny ass nigga.
AKA Jacob Cherry making his appearance on the news will mark the beginning of the end for these alleged sex money murder gang members and their alleged prison drug operation. This interview will air on January 21st, 2020, and Jake will highlight K2 as the most prominent contraband.
Easy is it to get drugs in a Florida prison?
Every single compound I hit, there was all types of drugs on there, whether it's prescription pills, Molly, some spots there was cocaine and meth, but nothing more common than K2.
Jacob Cherry, a former inmate, posted the videos to YouTube.
Less than 2 weeks later, on February 3rd, 2020, the Florida Department of Corrections was springing into action, performing a mass shakedown at Santa Rosa Correctional Institute. According to a Florida Department of Corrections press release, they were taking this information seriously and will be using the videos to initiate an investigation and identify the inmates and facilities involved. This investigation would unveil that one of the facilities
when this first happened, right? Let me show y'all. When this first happened, when we first got wind that 1090 Jake went on the news, I told y'all, I said, y'all, I guarantee sales is rated. Let me see. This is still on my feed. Jake. What a video at? I don't even know the video. Might be this one. Might be this one. I know that's why you might see my videos when I had time to do uploads.
What took place today, September 20th, at approximately 15:30 hours on Tier 1 David. Okay, would you like to press charges on anyone today? Okay, thank you.
So gangster. That's what you're doing? You know, everybody gonna have their side or how they feel about the situation.
Yeah, that was 2020.
And you know why? Because they heard I made $1 million off of this shit. That's why they finna, you know. So that's why niggas, niggas is. This is the thing that happens in life, right? People either forget about you, they come kill you, or they try to politic you out the way. That's what they're trying to politic me out the way. Now I'm gonna give you reasons why you shouldn't like him. He's white. We gotta stand up together. That's what we gotta kill that narrative, yo. It's not about being white, yo. It is not about being white. It's a lot of white people that do hip-hop content that nobody ever speaks about. They got followings. It's the way you moving, my nigga. You're moving like a vulture. You're moving like an outsider. You're being disrespectful. It ain't about you being white, man. Try to, you know, because they know if ain't nothing finna unite some people.
See, when they say that, it's dismissive. You know, when they say, no, they just doing that because I'm white, it dismiss all the bullshit that's going on. It's like saying a black person, you playing a victim. So we just going to disregard all the racial discrimination. We're going to disregard redlining. We're going to disregard Jim Crow. We just going to disregard the crack epidemic. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, you got to be careful, yo, when people use that terminology, yo, because it's dismissive of the facts. It's dismissive of the history. No, bitch. It ain't about you being white. It's about you being this fucking clown.
We gonna throw the race card in there. Yeah. He's white. He ain't
Snake House.
It's the same shit Charleston White be doing. He know how to get people moving. He know how to hype the crowd, and then that shit dies the fuck out.
Yeah, so but that's the thing. That's what's really fucking it up, because it's like, nigga, 1090J, the nigga that's disposing the paperwork, so they ain't trying to see your name on anything. No grievances, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. So that's really like... They don't want to see my name on no jumper either, making a bag off of this shit. That's what they really don't want to see. And who the one that hit you up about this? I think Chirac Reyes hit me and sent it to me.
Chirac Reyes, right? Yeah, so I talked to one of them because there's two of them. You know that them employees at the Cook County fucking clerk office?
No, he's still telling. That nigga told trying to explain himself. Yo, the man told trying to explain himself, man. Yo, these niggas crazy.
I ain't knowing that.
That's what Brett told me.
Oh, so
They work at the.
Wait. So you telling me the people that's leaking? Hold on. So that's some crazy shit you saying. So you telling me the niggas that's leaking the videos?
Ones that's leaking this shit work at the fucking.
So they work at the jail. They work at the county. And how you know that? They told you that?
He told me this shit.
Two of them.
It's two. They do the same fucking thing.
Nah, that's crazy though. I ain't know that.
Whether they're clerks in training or whatever the fuck, they work at fucking Cook County. So they request people's disciplinary reports, and then they request the video that come with it.
My. What you got here?
So look.
Tell me. The king of pay. Fancy for yourself.
6 a.m., he observed inmates Cherry and Hoyer fighting.
I just want to show y'all what I said back then.
More stat to be the assaulters.
Y'all in the beginning, so y'all can hear his reasoning. Even though he ain't really give too much, but it's real ironic that 1090 Jake get brought up on snitch allegations and then snitched when he was talking about it. Did y'all Rares or Chicago Saint? If y'all look at how he was talking in that interview, his eyes was wide open. Disciplinary actions placed on this guy that, that he had an altercation with. But I ain't gonna make this video long at all, man. I just think it's ironic that Jake got brought up on snitch allegations and then he snitched in the damn Instagram live video. That is crazy to me, but this is the guy that people go to for paperwork, man, which is...
So it's like, niggas gonna be running.
Let me ask you something. How many people said...
Oh, this is the part right here.
And I'm out.
He may hit you or some shit. Even though you said you was working.
I'm writing a grievance on what took place. The CO saw what took place. Officer Coy, that motherfucker was cool. That's the type of CO that'll let you go in the back room and beat the shit out of each other. As long as nobody gets stabbed, he ain't gonna say nothing. But it's the sergeant that was with him that really fucked up the situation. They watched him fire me up. He did it in front of them while they were watching. See, when my homie popped this out, B-Dorm got two sides. It's open bay. There's no cells. It's bunk beds. There's no cameras. The COs were in B2. My homie popped dude in the head. Boom. Fucked him up. Now he's just laying there, jelly coming out of his shit. When the COs got back in the booth where they can see both of us, that's when dude fired me up. So you fired me up so they could see it, so you could go to confinement to avoid the consequences of staying in the dorm. So they already knew what he did. By the time that he already got found guilty on what happened.
That's a lie.
It wasn't they haven't decided yet. We don't know yet. He already got found guilty for this shit.
That's a lie. Byron Blake exposed that. When he filed this grievance, they wouldn't interview those guys again. And all of them denied this shit, this story that 1090 Jake was telling.
In front of the police. There's no debating this shit.
Nah, I feel that. So yeah, we just had to get your signs to everything, cause niggas be like, yo, Reem, you always posting other niggas shit, so 1090 shit, you know what I'm saying?
Man, hey, don't end it now. You got 3,000 people in this bitch. You better come up with some more questions.
I got a lot of questions. I got people who got questions for you.
Now he sits down and talks to Remo. Remo is a certified cop. Remo can't get the answers that people want. He don't know. He ain't never been in prison. Remo probably don't know a person that ever been in prison. Where the fuck is Remo even from? What the nigga from Wyoming or something? Like, yo, this is what they always do this. The same thing Rilo did by going to talk to DJ Academics. These niggas' names would be muddy, and then they'd go to a civilian to try to clear their name when he don't even know which questions to ask.
Because, like, a lot of niggas, like, niggas just hit me like, man, fuck that. The nigga told a nigga ain't supposed to write no grievance. The grievance is a statement. So it's like,
a grievance,
gonna be running with that.
A grievance is a statement. A grievance is a statement. Like, it ain't debatable. Disciplinary actions come down behind grievances. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of them.
How many people said QCP told?
I think it's split like 50-50.
No,
I said he told.
How many people like publicly said it? Like not comments, not anonymous pages. How many people publicly said he told?
Not that many.
I don't know one rapper that said he did.
Nah, niggas stayed away from it.
And he got a statement saying that he got shot at or something, and then he signed it.
It was something in the mall where he was in an altercation with somebody.
That was a statement. That was a statement on the scene, right? But they say he ain't snitch.
Yeah, Ramo shouldn't be having this conversation.
So basically, what you're saying though is a nigga. So you basically saying you did give a statement, but you know what I'm saying? Cause you bring it up QCP statement, but that changed from the fact that you know what I'm saying that you wrote your grievance.
Somebody I hate you, Jake. God damn.
Well, this the biggest thing, right? And I'm not gonna get on you about it because I understand you don't really know the difference between the two. I wrote a grievance, right? So the top of my paper, I'll show you right now what the differences between the two.
That nigga wrote a lot of grievances.
I ain't done yet. I wasn't even gonna put that part in the video, but I gotta speak on that. So basically, what happened was once his man did what he did, the guy got up saying 1090 Jake there, who was the weakest link, stole him, effed him up real bad. You understand? Per his words, trashed him. You know what I mean? And he wrote a statement. He wrote a grievance. Now, does it matter that the dude was already found guilty of the charge? No. You ain't supposed to be writing no statements at all to the COs, because the COs are the police in the joint. Now, who's this guy he's talking to? I don't know. I don't know if he even qualifies.
Yeah, I didn't even know who Remo was. I didn't know who Remo was at the time.
They go to the most unqualified person to have a conversation about street activity because you know why? They don't know the questions to ask. That's why they do it. That's why he went to him. And as you continue to see, 1090 Jake is still passing the buck, saying that this person ain't catch no backlash for the statements they wrote. But I'm going to tell you over here, I treat everybody the same. Snitch, you snitch. Snitch, you snitch, y'all. That's how I rock, and that's how it always going to be. I don't play favorites. There ain't no favorites in this. It's a code that you don't write no statements to the police or COs. It's all the same. And that's what he did, yo, and he not getting no pass, not on Keeping G News. I can't be Keeping G News if I pay favoritism and be and play politics. No, hell no. Everybody get treated the same.
What's up, no?
Richie ratted. Boston Richie ratted. Melly ratted. In that situation that he was in, on that old video. Who else? What other paperwork we saying that came out? Young and Ace, YSL case that all took that deal and said YSL was a game. Yeah, y'all. And that's the thing. These YouTubers that's up there, you know, a lot
of I'm trying to find a
still snitching, my bro. That's still snitching. If y'all look at how he was talking in that interview, his eyes was wide. Investigation as to who was leaking that paperwork. It may have been already was.
Here you go.
But guess what's ready to happen? It's ready to be extensive.
Here you go, right here.
Now guess.
So he was trying to say nobody get arrested. So back when he said that, this is what I said.
Both of them admitted that they was employees at Cook County Jail. Now guess what's ready to happen, y'all? Besides his paperwork, and I'm gonna get to that. But guess what's ready to happen? It's ready to be an extensive investigation as to who's leaking that paperwork. It may have been already was. But now, the seat just got higher. And this is what people do. You know, you put them in a high seat, they try to pass the buck and push it on to somebody else. But this is crazy to me, man. Crazy to me. Now, I done had instances in the joint. Never wrote a statement. Never even attempted to do nothing like that. That is still snitching, my brother. That's still snitching. If y'all look at how he was talking in that interview, his eyes, in order to be in that line of work like what he's doing, you can't have no smut on your name, especially not being a snitch. You wrote a statement. I'm sure with some disciplinary actions placed on this guy that, you know, that he had an altercation with. But I ain't gonna make this video long.
So let's go back to Byron Blake. Cause he tried to make it seem like back then, oh, ain't nobody get in trouble. That's a goddamn lie, nigga. You went on the news. A whole bunch of people got in trouble. What you talk about? You can't go on no news and so-called try to expose what's going on in the prison system and nobody get in trouble. They don't do no investigation? Man, you crazy
In
motherfucker.
those videos was Santa Rosa Correctional Institution. While performing this mass shakedown, correctional officers would find 2 contraband cell phones in a mop closet. Those cell phones would reveal the existence of a relationship between correctional officer Jana Wood and this inmate who the Florida Department of Corrections has recognized as a 5-star general for the Bloods. Although this information was uncovered in February of 2020, the Florida Department of Corrections still had to allow time for the investigation to run its course. So Correctional Officer Jana Wood was not arrested until June 18th of 2020. This would mark only the beginning of trouble for Sex Money Murder, as the Florida Department of Corrections would perform Cellbrite data extractions on those cell phones as well. Those cell phones would also reveal that the Sex Money Murder Bloods were allegedly running a K2 operation, not just in Santa Rosa Correctional Institute, but in institutions all throughout the state of Florida. The investigation would continue into 2021, at which time the Polk County Sheriff's Office, the Department of Corrections, that based on information that they had learned during this investigation, they had been monitoring emails from the JPay account of Tanisha Fisher from November to July of 2021 and had discovered the existence of a possible conspiracy to introduce K2 paper into multiple facilities in the Florida Department of Further investigation would reveal that Tanisha Fisher, aka Lady Guns, was actually the female companion of Donahue Stevenson, aka Murder Guns, who was also incarcerated and serving his time at the Santa Rosa Correctional Institution. The department would begin monitoring between these two, and at some point they discovered what they believed was Donahue Stevenson instructing Tanisha Fisher to provide inmates at his facility and other facilities with K2 paper. At Columbia Correctional Institution, a greeting card that
Bad guy, you know he did. Yo, can you imagine motherfucking Merlin going on the fucking news? Organizations got investigative teams. Yo, you go on the news, you talking about you getting the governor involved, you getting the mayor involved. Yo, you getting everybody involved. He knew what the fuck he was doing. 1090 Jake got disrespected in the joint. Yo, he got treated like a bitch. You feel me? He got treated real bad in there, yo. This is his payback. I'ma get them back for COs letting motherfuckers beat up on me. I was in that bitch getting abused physically. So this was payback for him. This is payback for him.
An unidentified substance was confiscated. The sender of that greeting card had listed their name as Tanisha Fisher. Confiscated by the Florida Department of Corrections, Donahue Stevenson had written to Tanisha Fisher, "Make sure you send my nephew some cards for his birthday." The Florida Department of Corrections took this as
that's what he did. He told on everybody.
Was instructing Tanisha Fisher to send greeting cards dipped in K2 to Columbia Correctional Institution. While investigating Tanisha Fisher, authorities learned that she was close to the alleged commissioner of sex money murder in Florida, Hernando Thompson. They also learned that Tanisha Fisher was the first lady of sex money murder in Florida, aka the leader of the female faction of sex money murder. The investigation will reveal that, among other things, her title as first lady required her to collect dues from members on behalf of the gang. It would seem as though Jake had finally accomplished his mission.
I was trying to shed light on inmate deaths in the system and how many overdose deaths were being reported as natural or accidental. I was sent videos by current prisoners who couldn't get the message out, so I used my platform to be their voice.
And the Florida Department of Corrections had responded by bringing racketeering charges against the Sex Money Murder Bloods, alleging that Sex Money Murder and his members had conspired to introduce K2 into the Florida prison system, which was the specific drug that 1090 Jake had named as the most prominent throughout all of the compounds in Florida.
How easy is it to get drugs in a Florida prison?
Every single compound I hit, there was all types of drugs on there, whether it's prescription pills, Molly. Some spots it was cocaine and meth, but nothing more common than K2.
Jacob Cherry, a former inmate, posted the videos to YouTube.
This would not mark the end of trouble for Sex Money Murder, as while investigating Tanisha Fisher and discovering that she was responsible for collecting dues, detectives would then subpoena her Cash App records, at which point they discovered that she had received payment from a guy who goes by the name of Big Jit, aka Gene Rowe. Big Jit had only recently been released from the Florida Department of Corrections in 2019. And was allegedly a documented high-ranking member of Sex Money Murder.
You got Detective Jake, you got CSI Setty.
They knew exactly who it was.
That's YouTube. That's YouTube investigative team. CSI Setty go to the scenes. Officer Detective Jake do the paperwork, and then you got Whack Water. He the overseer.
Information to subpoena Big Jit's Cash App records, which will reveal that he had also money from other members to send to Tanisha Fisher. This would lead to the investigation of a new circle of alleged Sex Money Murder members. And in 2025, Broward County Sheriff's Office would announce that they had brought an indictment against alleged Sex Money Murder members who were stationed almost 3 hours away from Polk County, where the first round of Sex Money Murder indictments had came from. A total of 10 members were indicted this time around, most notably Andrew Mariano, the guy that they've had plastered all over the news for the past couple of weeks, identified as a leader among Sex Money Murder.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, suspected leader of a notorious violent gang in Florida has been captured in Hastings thanks to a joint effort by the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office and Broward County Sheriff's Office. 23-year-old Andrew Mariano was arrested.
They say he's the biggest white blood.
Raided his home. Investigators say Mariano is one of 10 suspected senior leaders of the Sex Money Murder Blood Gang known as SMM.
Big Jit would also be indicted and charged with planning or directing the activity of a criminal gang for allegedly collecting dues to send to Tanisha Fisher, which was information that they found out during the first investigation. Now, after my first set of videos, I got bombarded with questions in defense of Jake, one of which was, how do these investigations directly tie to 1090 Jake's news interview?
It's obvious.
So the purpose of this was to not only demonstrate that, but to also demonstrate that these two investigations were also directly tied to each other. I personally have no doubt in my mind that 1090 Jake is responsible for these investigations and the indictments that follow. At the same time, I don't believe that the industry just turned a blind eye to this either. I really believe that 1090 Jake was able to get away with this for so long because nobody was able to produce paperwork or, produce information about officers who had been charged. And the reason I believe that's the case is because the cooperation chain continued. After he tipped, they caught other people and those people started to cooperate, and eventually the authorities had to just wipe the trail. You also have to keep in mind that alerting the public of which officers had been charged and arrested would also be alerting the gangs that they were on to their trail. It's pretty much saying, hey, we got your people. So for the sake of not compromising the investigation and tipping anybody off, they decided to keep everything quiet, which meant that Jake would get to rock out and basically go undercover, posing as a member of the Bloods. Yet one could argue that he is single-handedly responsible for the largest operation to take down the Bloods in Florida history. I also believe that Jake was awarded and afforded certain types of opportunities in exchange for keeping quiet himself. At the end of the day, for anybody who may question what I do or what I say,
YouTube
the
page
audio, the video, the paperwork, it's all self-explanatory. On that note, I'm going to wrap this up. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe.
It's obvious, y'all. It's obvious, y'all. You go to the news. Because, when you go to the news, you make... when he went to the news, he made a local problem or a local issue become public to the world. They got to do something. You understand what I'm saying? Is no way It's no way they can just let that go without doing something drastic. Now the whole world know. You know what I mean? You know, it's just like with anything. Once the whole world know, you got to fix it. You know what I mean? The whole United States know what the fuck going on in Florida. Because 1090 Jake went to the news and told the fucking news that K2 is a problem in the Florida penitentiary system. Man, FBI, CIA, fucking Florida Sheriff's Department, all of them, all hands on deck. All hands on deck. All hands on deck. And investigation started, and people went to prison. And 1090 Jake is responsible. Like, if you know how the command work in that type of situation, it makes perfect sense. Like I said, I told y'all back then, whatever video I did, I told y'all, like, yo, man, cells got raided about that shit, man. You know what I mean? Investigations got started about that shit. You can't go to no fucking news. I go to the news and do an interview about, man, jails are getting locked down, man. Cells are getting raided. People are getting arrested. CEOs are getting charged. Nigga, that's just how that shit go. That's how it go, man. And then per that, they found other information. Went through the phones, found out this person was contacting this person. Now another investigation started. That's how investigations work. You know, it's like a leapfrog. You start here and end there. Tiny Jake, one of the biggest frauds in probably Florida history, man. All them boys, he got booked, going on the motherfucker, and it was intentional. It was intentional. Like, he didn't do this by mistake. He didn't do this because he's an upstanding citizen. He did this because he got a joint and he was upset. Talking about he called the chaplain and told, like, yo, who does that? That is the issue with culture vultures. They get into the culture, don't know the rules, and just fuck everything up. Not because he white, because he's just a fucking outsider that don't know how shit go. I ain't never wrote a grievance. You heard me? Writing no motherfucking grievance about. Then you implicating other inmates. I mean, ain't like you just talking about, you writing the warden about shit that's going on with the COs or, no, you implicating other inmates about getting slapped and highly disrespected, and you ain't talking about they ain't feeding you, and nah, man, you talking about he was getting abused. Yo got abused in that bit. I bet it was a child abuse victim. Yo was a victim in the joint. Bluffing ass nigga. I can't stand them niggas, man. I don't like what he did with Larry Hoover though, y'all. That really pissed me off, yo. That he did that. Cause it wasn't needed. It wasn't warranted. And he didn't do the work. You know what I mean? He ain't do the work, yo, to even make an allegation like, yo, how you gonna put that on that man like that, yo? A man that just did 50 years in the joint. It's like, yo, that man, like, since he was 24, that nigga 73. He's 70 something. 76. Yo, they like 50 plus years in the joint, and you put a snitch tag on him. And like I said, it's not like Big Meech. Cause I watched somebody video, you know, I don't watch y'all, but I watched somebody video that played it, and he was talking about, you know, like how with Big Meech. Nah, yo, this ain't nothing like Big Meech. Big Meech already had them allegations around his name before he came home. There wasn't no allegations around Larry Hoover's name, man. You try to put allegations around his name because he's a bitch. I like to see how this gonna work out for him. Cause I'm sure it's a lot of people upset, and they ain't going on the internet because we just seen it. You know what I mean? They ain't going on the internet with it. Crazy. We probably gonna do an update on Diddy trial later. Another update on Dirk situation. Let me see. Dirk went to court. I got Dirk paperwork. I think Alvin sent it to me. Computer ready to die. The computer battery life is phony. That shit lasts like an hour. I thought Alan sent it to me. Hey, Al, you on here? Did you send me? I thought you said you sent me that the Dirk court hearing. Man, like who been in prison longer than a lot of us been living? Like I don't understand why he played with you like that. I don't understand why he played with that boy like that, man. Must ain't send that shit. Send that shit to him. I don't know. You sent it to my email, the one you always email it to? Cause I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. You sent it to the right email? Yesterday. I don't see it, bro. We'll see what happened with Dirk for real. No, don't worry about it. Cause I'm probably ready to get off here in a minute. I'm ready to call these people. That's why the fuck I ain't get sent no motherfucking. I ain't get sent no. Y'all been sitting this bitch 12 o'clock. Damn. Yeah, so later on, yeah, we probably dive into the Diddy situation, see what's going on down there. We'll have some more information on Dirk, see if he made bond. So Dirk upped his bond package to $5 million. So it went from $2 million to $3 million to $5 million. We'll see how that work out, bands, or they can't use some of the things that they've been using all this time. We'll see how that shit work out. Holding that man just off of text messages alone is crazy. You feel me? Giving that man a no bond off of text messages in a street rat that probably gave multiple statements is crazy, man. But I ain't gonna be surprised. It wouldn't be the first time they did it. Definitely wouldn't be the first time they did it. So they released the video. They released the whole picture of Tory Lanez stabbing. That shit look horrible. That boy lucky to be alive. Poor Tory Lanez down bad. Yeah, you're right. It won't be the first time they did it, Siobhan. You know, the feds play a dirty game. But I'm going to tell you what you can expect. You can expect more information to be released on what they got on Dirk. They're going to have to. They're going to have to release some type of detailed information about what they actually have on Dirk. They're going to have to. Because if you notice, that been their game plan on that at every bail hearing. Release a little bit. But they never got in the detail of what this rat said. They're going to have to give some type of insight on what this rat said, man. They're going to have to. I think that's the plan, you know, by Drew Fenlon. To get them to reveal their case a little bit more. Because from what we know, they don't have nothing. Ain't none of them boys telling. Because that was the original game plan. The original game plan was to grab Diddy and them. Get Diddy and them to corroborate the rat story. Then they was going to grab Dirk. But since they thought Dirk was trying to leave, they had to rush to judgment. They wouldn't and got in front of the grand jury in a matter of minutes, produced false paperwork, produced false evidence, and secured an indictment so they can grab Dirk. That's where they fucked up at, trying to be fast. They might have fucked up their whole case. They might have fucked up their whole case. Because if everything is fair, by them using that video evidence or that video of Carnal Rondo and saying Dirk basically admitted to the murder and tried to capitalize off the murder to secure an indictment, yo, that's a violation when it ain't true. It's a violation. But we know this system don't always move in good faith, so if everything was fair, if the system was what they said it was, then what's up, Davon? Then they supposed to do the right thing and they should toss the whole indictment. Just like with Diddy case. You know what I mean? They leaked the fucking video footage. They leaked the Cassie video to CNN. If they was to find out that's exactly what happened, even though it's obvious that's what happened. But if the defense can provide proof, then Diddy case should get tossed out. I ain't gonna remember that, but you got to send me that on YouTube, on Instagram. Yeah, send me that on Instagram. I ain't gonna remember that. But yeah, we dealing with a cutthroat conniving system. But I wanted to show y'all that cash out shit because what they're alleging the cash out did is what we always was taught sex trafficking was. Now they trying to change the definition. You know what I mean? They're trying to change the definition. Now you can actually sex traffic and not be paid. Like who the fuck wants to? Like how is that sex trafficking if you're not getting paid? I thought sex traffickers made money off of it. You know, I thought that was a business that was profitable. You know, but now no, you ain't gotta make money now. You can just be fucking. You can just be fucking bitches and from state to state. And having them fly to you and shit like that, and they say you sex trafficking women. That's dirty, y'all. It's a dirty game that they playing, y'all. I just want people to be aware of it, cause you got all online talking about Diddy this, Diddy that. Diddy was a horrible person. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody can deny that. Diddy was a fucked up person, but a sex trafficker? No, yeah, that bad was a sex trafficker, y'all. That bad was a domestic abuser. Fuck yeah. That nigga got a serious problem putting his hands on women. But sex trafficking? Nah. That's a stretch. But these YouTubers that work for these corporations, that's, you know, they work for corporations, but they acting like they're independent YouTubers. They pushing this narrative, and I'm telling you, the way that they pushing people, we ain't gonna like the results. It's bigger than Diddy. It's way bigger than Diddy. We ain't gonna like the end game when they start grabbing everybody. What about what kids? Ain't no kids in Diddy case. You talking about ain't no kids? That's a lie. Ain't even no celebrities. Maybe some that witnessed, but ain't no celebrities participating in them freak offs unless they was his girlfriend or something. Yeah, man. Diddy only freaked off with his girlfriends, man. He ain't freak off with the whole world. Like I told you, you can't just invite everybody to the freak off. You crazy? The fuck y'all think this is? Everybody can't come to the freak off, man. That's membership only. Yeah, man. You gotta be exclusive to be invited to a freak off, man. Like that shit top secret. That motherfucker, JB Fox want that to freak. Meek Mill want that to freak offs, man. Them niggas wasn't invited. Jay-Z wasn't invited to the freak offs, y'all. It'd be the bearer of bad news, man. I know the internet been pushing people with that bullshit for the longest time. Yo, that ain't reality. Young Miami might have been at a freak off or two. You feel me? What's the other girl? Daphne Joy might have been at a freak off. But not Leonardo DiCaprio. No, he wasn't there. Yeah, we gotta keep them out. You know, we gotta keep them on the outside of this shit. You know what I mean? This shit get real. You talk about Wild King Nights. You mean everybody? You can't just invite people to that. Fuck y'all crazy and shit. Anyway, that shit is invitation only. You know what I mean? Exclusive though. Can't see that bitch doing who knows what to who. You can't just have anybody witness that shit, man. They shouldn't be trying to seek it. They shouldn't be trying to seek no motherfucking death penalty. Yeah, the federal government rarely ever seeks the death penalty. That shit is like rare circumstances. They rather just give you 6 life sentences like they did like Hoover. But they don't. That's the state that do that. Feds don't even seek death penalty. That's how. Last time they filed for a death penalty case, that shit might have been 30 years ago. That's just me speculating. I don't know for certain. I just know the feds don't typically seek death penalty. The feds don't even really try murder cases. Because people can beat them bitches. The feds like to get you on drugs, money laundering, shit like that. Drug selling. They don't typically seek murder unless they're gonna tie it into a RICO. You know what I mean? Unless they're gonna tie it into a criminal enterprise and just fit the murders and make the murders overt acts. But they don't typically just charge a motherfucker with murder federally. The burden of proof is too high. They don't want to fuck up their completion rate, their conviction rate. So they designed a fucking RICO, which is a fake, which is a bullshit charge. And ain't nothing but conspiracy. RICO ain't nothing but a fancy name for conspiracy, where they don't really need proof. All they need is a bunch of overt acts or a bunch of people that did this and did that, and y'all under one umbrella, and now next thing you know, y'all a gang. That's all they do. It's dirty for real. Should be illegal, but the feds can do what the fuck they want. Should be illegal. Here we are. Free calls got real, man. Everybody wasn't invited, man. Baby oil was everywhere. IV fluids. Hey, man, you talking about 4-day events. Wild King Nights. Nah, man. I don't think Lauren London was there, man. Yeah, man, she might have heard about it afterwards. You feel me? I don't think Lauren London was at the free call. For real though. Yeah, that shit was a freak fest night event. That shit was like a vacation. That shit was like a motherfucking night of the airlines. What the fuck they call that shit? You feel me? Like, yo, we gotta keep this is top notch classified information, man. Like, yo, this shit get real in here. We can't expose the world that this is what we into. Man, fuck no. Gotta keep this shit under wraps, nigga. Yeah, I mean, we using Frank White and Frank Blue. I mean, we got this bitch performing under aliases. You feel me? Like shit real. Yeah, that bitch having masquerade parties with motherfucker. Yeah, man, covering their face with hoods and shit up, man. I don't know, man. Anybody can't come to that. You might tell. I got shout for that. I don't know. Beauty Queen, what's up, baby? Oh yeah. Health and Rush University Medical. They wrote a letter on Dirk's behalf. What the fuck they say? What the fuck Dirk do with that? What he donated to him? Yeah, I'm starting to believe what Dirk's father is saying when it came down to Dirk trying to change the narrative. Like, they ain't come down on Dirk until Dirk changed the narrative. Like I told y'all last night, I just think Dirk was going through a time in his life, yo, where he lost it. He lost control. You know what happens? You talking about your brother murdered, King Von murdered, then on top of all the other people that died previously, yo, that shit fuck with your mental, yo. Shit fuck with your mental, yo. You keep saying your loved ones in pain. That shit make you want to, sometimes it make you want to inflict pain on other people. I ain't saying that it's right. I'm just saying, like, that shit can happen. You know? I don't know how many people ever had to console a parent who lost a child. Like, that shit real, man. That shit ain't no joke. Shit ain't no joke. I just think he lost control for a minute. You know what I mean? Now he tried to get it back right. As soon as he tried to get it back right and they seen that, they're like, oh no, we gotta get his ass now because he's not serving our purpose. You know, the federal government, yo, their role has always been to destroy. Their role has always been to manipulate. Their role has always been to play the middle, cause disruption, confusion. You know what I mean? That's always been their role. You know what I mean? That shit ain't never changed. That's how they still operate. So when you pushing their agenda, y'all this bitch pushing violence, raising the crime rate. Oh shit, we gonna cheer that shit. We gonna champion that shit. But the minute you try to switch that shit up, it's time to go. You change her, fuck that. You ain't working with us no more. Yeah, I ain't never even seen you before. So you must be watching and don't comment. I ain't gossiping, I'm giving game, telling people how this federal government works. You need to listen. Cause you probably one of the motherfuckers that praise it. Dumbass nigga. Meanwhile, child predators walking free. Meanwhile, child predators running free out this bitch. Them motherfuckers getting locked up, getting 90 days. You know what I mean? Getting a year and a day. Because that's the crimes they participate in. You know what I mean? They love that shit. That's why they try and lower the age for consent. You know what I mean? You got some states where they say you can consent at 13 years old. Shit crazy. But they want to be attacking the black community for shit that they started. You know what I mean? They started this criminality. The United States is the land of criminals. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this. Okay, the sources on Breakfast Club, right? Talking about the Pentagon and how the Pentagon has a department that focus on the production of movies. Y'all know this? And she was talking about how Hollywood is connected to the government. Yo, the government has their hand in everything, man. I told y'all how they extorted social media early on. Government had their role in everything. Especially black people affairs. You know, that's their main focus. We gotta know what black people are involved in doing at all times. You know, because Lord forbid one of them motherfuckers rise up and try to enlighten the people. That's a national security risk.
Do you believe that Hollywood was created by the CIA?
Well, before we say Hollywood was created by the CIA, I guess I should clarify because, you know, first off, you guys do know the Pentagon has a budget for film. Like, there's a whole department in the Pentagon. I know that. That's a fact. There you go. That's all you need to know. There's an entire department in the Pentagon. They get involved with films, and they get involved with films for the purpose of propaganda. They always have. What movies are they? I should have said Pentagon instead of CIA. Tons of them. I should show you the list. You should pull it up. It's wild. Yeah, Pentagon Department for Hollywood. Tons of them. Even Transformers. Even Transformers, like, you know, because they're concerned about certain narratives. They get involved with, like, World War films, like, how are we telling a story about history? Usually it's because we're lying about what we did or trying not to make Americans aware of the crimes against humanity that we commit overseas, you know?
Yeah, the Pentagon has funded some films. Black Hawk Down, Red Dawn, GoldenEye.
The more you know. So now you understand your experience in theaters is what your government wants you to think. They want you to think that this is how things happen, and it's usually not at all how things have actually happened.
6 of the best movies made with help from the Department of Defense. This is military.
Yeah. I shouldn't have said CIA. I should have just said the government. But
Top Gun.
Yeah.
Red Dawn, Apollo 13.
Mm-hmm. It's all about
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Oh, I didn't know that was on the list.
Now he ups. Interesting.
Now you
said. Continue.
What? Iron Man? Nah, that's her limit right there. She's like, you know what? Alan's crazy.
What is the point of that? Just control?
Yeah, propaganda. It's crazy. You grow up in school and you think propaganda belongs to the East or something. Propaganda is the name of the game of our government. They, again, never want you to look into the crimes that they are committing, constantly trying to sell themselves as the good guys. They did the most. They rescued and saved the world. They've never done anything bad overseas. If you are living and you believe that the American government hasn't committed crimes against humanity, you had to wake up from the propaganda. You gotta learn real history, not what was taught to you in a textbook. That's all just propaganda. You know, we've done horrific things.
That's the shit I be talking about. When niggas get to talking about, yo, but I'm saying he did this, he did that. Like, man, you motherfucking crazy, man. All the shit the motherfucking government have done over these years. Man, don't talk to me about what no motherfucking Dirk did or Big U did or this person did. Man, if we against crime, we against crime. You know what I mean? The government, well, the United States is only against crime when it's not beneficial to their purpose. Or when they're not the ones committing it. Yeah, but if murder is bad, murder is bad. It should be bad for whoever do it. It don't matter if it's sanctioned by the government or not. The fuck make you, like I told y'all before, what makes you more justified than me? You understand what I'm saying? If these motherfuckers bomb whoever and kill whoever, and y'all retaliate, and if somebody do something to my family member and I retaliate, what the fuck is the difference? It's all retaliation. But niggas be praising these niggas. Like, oh, niggas is really praising the prosecution of Diddy by the fucking feds. You know what I mean? The dirty feds. The FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Niggas is praising them niggas. Man, they doing Melly dirty, man. Doing Melly dirty. Ain't trying to let that man out. Ain't trying to give him a trial date. They just doing that man dirty. Like I told y'all, if Melly get found guilty, they gonna appeal that shit fast. It ain't gonna take long at all. I'm sure some civil rights violations happen. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits. They done took that man visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits. They done took that man visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits. They done took that man visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits off a ticket that he beat. You know what I mean? That man ain't even get no visits off a ticket Yo, beat the ticket and they still took his visits and put him on lockup. He been on lockup 8 cents. Like, man, come on, man. You can't make that shit make sense. It makes 0 sense. Yeah, they go over that all the time. You know, the Hicks laws is the right to speedy trial. It guarantees at least your first court date within the first 6 months. But all they gotta do is postpone that shit. I seen probably in my life, I think I seen 1 case get overturned because of the speedy trial laws, Hicks laws. It's called the Hicks laws. It was Hicks versus the United States or something like that. But yeah, they doing them dirty, man. But that's what they do. Look at what they did to Tory Lanez. Yeah, man. That's what they do, y'all. I just be trying to enlighten people on what the fuck be going on, because you got a lot of these YouTubers that you don't know who they are, who they work for. They be over that bitch praising the system. I be like, yo, what the fuck? When niggas start praising the system? Like, when niggas start saluting the federal government? Like, yo, this shit is weird to me. Like, I don't know, y'all. Maybe I grew up different. Maybe I see things different, but I don't know when black people particularly start praising law enforcement, knowing their role. You feel me? Shit weird as shit. Man, see the skies feel. No, I ain't talking about, I ain't just talking about that government. I'm talking about law enforcement. I'm talking about those agencies, those 3 letters. I'm talking about them motherfuckers. When niggas start supporting them niggas? Man, hell yeah, they be lying. It's another thing. They be lying like a motherfucker. Them people fucking raided Diddy's cell and stole his information and act like they ain't do it. Oh no, we ain't do it. They sent the guy his job was to watch and monitor Diddy. That was his job. Brought him from Virginia to New York. Conducted a raid on the jail. Stole Diddy personal materials. Gave it to the government. The government used the materials to detain Diddy at a bail hearing. Then turned around and the judge made him destroy it. But the damage was already done. The damage was already done. They fucking mission complete. Like, yo, and they get away with it. Yeah, they did that. Fuck yeah, I done read the documents. Yeah, they did that. Said that the information wasn't privileged because it went through a filter chain. And the filter chain works with the government. Man, yo, I'm just saying, yo, I just don't understand when people start praising the motherfuckers like they dirty, disgusting, despicable. I mean, can't trust them. Especially when it comes to black people. Yeah, they did a whole bunch of dirty shit. Lord, she betrayed crazy. She was mad as shit that oh, let me talk about this too, y'all. Back to 1090 Jake. So in that video 1090 Jake did, matter of fact, that's why I watched it. I watched it on Loyalty Betrayal page. That video 1090 Jake did on Larry Hoover. He tried to separate himself. He tried to separate himself from the exposing, I guess, I don't even know if you want to call it exposing. I guess you can call it exposing. But for exposing the Larry Hoover situation in the newspaper by saying that Remo posted it first. Yo, let me tell y'all how this works. Yo, Remo, No Jumper, Whack, 1090 Jake, yo, all of these Vlad TV, yo, all of these guys work together. So what they do is, cause Whack explained this before. What they do is they get the paperwork or get whatever they want to get to slander somebody. They send it to the blogs first. They send it to the blogs first. Let the blogs run with it. Then they speak on it, acting like they seen it from the blogs. It's a play, man. It's a play. We not letting 1090J get from under that by saying Remo posted it first. Nigga, you probably sent that shit to Remo. I think Wack the one that really did it for real. Wack probably sent it to Remo and 1090J. They let Remo run it first. So now they act like they got it from the blogs. Ask Remo where he got it from. Y'all think Remo looked that paperwork up? Fuck no. Y'all think Remo actually was like, man, I wonder if Larry Hoover a rat. And looked into the Chicago Tribune? No. Remo ain't even smart like that. You know what I mean? That shit was sent to Remo. Let Remo post it. Then now we can speak on it. That's how they operate. Yeah, here, Turkey. Yeah, that's how they operate. So I seen people in the comments, yeah, but Remo posted it first. Yeah, Remo posted that it was sent to him. He ain't post shit first. That was that's how they always do. To separate themselves from the situation. Because people love evil. People think that they can control the money and the money don't control them. But a lot of people controlled by money. That's why we saying the shit that we saying on the internet. Money they took full control over humanity. Motherfuckers willing to do anything for it. Motherfuckers willing to do anything for it. You know what I mean? Shit crazy. Oh my God. Did somebody put him on timeout? Ben. Like, it was cool to troll, yo, but y'all don't gotta spam the comments, my nigga. Alright. Saying it the first 2 times, yo. You ain't gotta post it 2-3 more times, my guy. You ain't near that deep, my nigga. Yeah, yo, but a lot of these guys are working together, yo. Yeah. People like to serve 2 gods, man. People can't serve 2 masters, man. Can't serve 2 masters. But yeah, a lot of these guys, and it's been like this for a minute. These academics, Trap Lord Ross, like they try to gatekeep YouTube. That's why if you notice, they steal from certain people and they give other people credit. They don't give everybody credit when it's deserved. They'll watch a video, steal your takes, and never mention you. But they'll watch somebody else's video, then they'll give them credit. They're trying to gatekeep. And why? That's the biggest question, y'all, I be having. Why are people trying to gatekeep? What's the incentive? What's the motive? YouTube is the one paying. That shit ain't coming out you niggas' pockets. And most people watch multiple channels. So what is the reason for gatekeeping? YouTube. What's really going on? That's the questions I be having for niggas. What's really going on? Why are you niggas trying to gatekeep? Why y'all trying to keep other people's voices low? Something ain't right. I honestly think a lot of them niggas working with law enforcement. To be honest. On some level of government they working with. I think it's obvious that most people can see that the corporations took over YouTube. TMZ posting videos every day. You know what I mean? Shade Room posting videos every day. Like all of these people, they got They get sponsored. I mean, they got backing. Like how we dug into Jelly Smack, which owns Long Crime Network. We find out that SoftBank is a investor in the Jelly Smack. I wonder who else. I wonder who else invested in the Jelly Smack. Universal, maybe? Warner? So if Warner is invested in Jelly Smack owns Long Crime Network, Warner owns what? CNN? Then are these people? I bet, huh? Yeah, I just be wanting y'all to see what the fuck going on. It's not a lot of these people ain't who you think they are, y'all. I'm telling you. All you gotta do is watch their numbers. Watch how they just go from 0 to 100. They're not who you think they is. They're not like me and some of the other guys. You know what I mean? They ain't that. These niggas, they working for Fox News. You know what I mean? Not the parent company, but some type of subdivision. They working for MSNBC or Clear Channel or, you understand? Eminence Connect. You feel me? What's up, Big Low? That's what they working for. Because like I told y'all before, they never go against the grain. What independent person don't ever go against the grain? Like, yo, so you just always go and run with mainstream media narrative. Always. You don't never question it. Knowing what media does. It make you question them. Well, you should question them. Like, damn, why the fuck they always running with the narrative that mainstream media running with? But they trying to operate independently. You should question them people, man. Shit not normal. So basically, you don't have your own opinion. You don't have your own take. It's always what the narrative is. If the narrative is Jay-Z raped a 13-year-old girl, then that's what the fuck you gonna run with. Even though it doesn't make logical sense. You know what I mean? It doesn't make logical sense. The story never added up. Like if you couldn't read them documents when they was dropping them lawsuits on Diddy, if you couldn't read them documents as a blogger, as a person in media, and see that was bullshit, then yo, maybe you shouldn't be doing media, or maybe you knew it was bullshit, but since the narrative was it was real, you just continued with it. But if that's the case, who you working for, and why? Yeah, Jada Kiss. Yeah, that was a serious song. I don't know, y'all. I just be trying to open people's eyes up to what's really going on. You know what I mean? Some people don't care. Some people think it's a game. Some people think it's a conspiracy. I showed y'all that social media got infiltrated by the feds in 2008. It's not a stretch to believe that in 2025. It's not a stretch to believe that in 2025. All right, y'all, I got a toe now. All right, so I appreciate everybody that tapped in. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that like button on the way out. Share the live. It's another day of keeping you news. And I'm out.